now we will go to the surface tab. So surface tab is also like has all the tools, the commands that are similar to the ones that we saw in curves. So for example, this analysis group, it has to analyze your surfaces, for example, to take out the edges. If like, as you see here, the symbol, you can take out the edges of a surface. You can, for example, this one is one of the most used, deconstruct a BREP. So if you have something, so before we go inside the work, I will just make information about what BREP is. If I go from Rhino and try to draw something very basic, so I will choose this command here, surface, with 3 points, and I will just put 4 points. So it created me a surface. So this one is a surface because when I use it or like select it, it's saying there it's one surface. I will use the same tool to build a new surface, but this time I will make it adjacent to one side, to this side, and the other points I will put them like this. I will join these two. So if I just select both of them and click J, enter, now both of them, one object. Now, if I select this object, the new joined one, I will see that it's saying that one open polysurface is selected. So the definition of this creature here, or this object here, is a polysurface, which is like I can say a complex surface. So it's not like one surface, because if I explode, I will see that each one of them is just a surface. But then when I join, they are a polysurface. So this is a change in the definition of like what the program calls them, calls these objects. What this has to do with a Grasshopper? In Grasshopper, this kind of surface that has too many surfaces that are joined, or like a bit complex surfaces, they call it in a Grasshopper, it's called as BREP. So if I go to the parameters, to the geometry, to call this container, I will put it here, and now I will set one BREP, and I will hit that. So now it understands it. It knows that this object is that object. For example, if I just call a curve container, and I say select one, set one curve, it will not allow me even to select it. So it doesn't work.
Because it's not curves. Is that why?
Yeah, because it's polysurface.
Polysurface.
If I think if I bring a surface, the normal surface, it will not also allow me to choose, because now it's not surface, it's a group of surfaces, like, because when we joined them, it made them a polysurface. That's why I can't join them. So yeah, this is the difference between a normal surface and a BREP. So like a BREP is a group of surfaces, or like a complex shape of surfaces. So now let's go back to this surface tab.